All right, everyone. Hope you're having an incredible, wonderful day. This is Neha with College Shortcuts, and today is our last day of our 7-day challenge. Now, this has been an incredible experience with you guys, learning about your questions, understanding where you're at, and today I want to talk about the importance of taking action in your 7-day challenge here. Now, I want to kind of recap a little bit about what we talked about, some of the great stories that we've learned from families that have asked questions to some of the tips that I've given. But I kind of want to walk you through what we've covered in about 7 hours of video content, which is a lot of information. Now, one of the things that I loved doing was at the beginning, I talked a lot about the importance of finding the right college. So understanding that the fit of the school is so important and looking at all of these different factors and understanding how to build an effective college list. I then went into talking about the importance of understanding which majors to choose, which also does affect the way that your child picks a college as well. And so understanding things about your child and what it is that they love to do, what they hate to do, is so crucial in this process of finding the right fit so they find the right types of programs and then they're successful in the future. Because a lot of people go to college and their goal later on is to get a phenomenal job or to start an incredible company or to go to some form of grad school. So it's really important that, when you're picking the beginning stages, these can be the most crucial parts. And then I went on to talk about the importance of planning ahead. And we had a lot of families that were floored to know that the process can start all the way down through middle school, all the way up through until 12th grade. That was one of the most fun videos for me because a lot of you guys start at 11th grade because of the way the school system is built. I also gave you some very detailed tips specifically around how to really effectively handle the college counselor at school, how to really know what it is they want, what it is that they need, and what it is that you need to do to bring to the table to really shift the way that meeting goes when your child is in there talking about colleges, since it is such a short amount of time. And then the last thing, actually not the last thing, and then we went on to talk about the importance of the resume. We've walked through like what a bad resume looks like and how to adjust that, as well as I went through over 4 essays to walk you through and see the kind of details that we work on as well. And then, we also talked about finding your kids' passion and making sure that from start to finish, we find a way to create their unique angle and make their application attractive. And so today I want to talk to you a little bit about what I have here, which is the dream plan. I'm going to go ahead and make this really large here. The dream plan, which is awesome. Let me see if I can go ahead and turn off a few of these little signs here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now you can take a look here and see the dream plan right here. Now, the important thing about the dream plan, just so you know, is that the dream plan is all about making sure that you have the right dream plan for your kid. So with the dream plan, what I have done is below I have put a link, and I'm just going to triple check that this is the correct link just to make sure. Yes, it is. Okay, so that is absolutely the correct link right there below. Now, the dream plan is all about really understanding, that might be too large. Let me put this right here. So the dream plan is all about understanding the importance, this thing right here. What I'm really excited about the 7-day challenge is we wanted to give you as much information as we could in the process. And what we're offering actually in the end of our challenge is a free 15-minute consultation to talk with you specifically about your kid. So all you have to do is click on the link below to get access to our early bird specials. And if you look through that and you find something that you're really interested in, or you really feel like this would be a great fit for your family, please look at the next page afterwards that'll tell you exactly how to book your 15-minute consultation to move forward with us. Now let me tell you what the dream plan includes. If you've got a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th grader, we have something called the dream plan. It's what we call the family plan. And it's where we work with your kid one-on-one to mentor them through a lot of the steps that we talked about. so we can navigate and steer the ship to create that shortcut to helping your kid get into the college of their dreams. I was just talking to someone, I was on the Stairmaster this morning. I know, not a fun machine. And I met this mom. She had 3 kids. I don't know where they came out of. She was ridiculously fit. And she said, do you have any idea how hard it is to find a good tutor for my kids? And it just so happened, I'm on the machine next to her. That's how the world works. And I sent her my info and I said, I totally understand. It's very challenging to find a good coach for your kid. She goes, I just want my kids to be happy and I just want them to do well in school. And so in our early bird, we will be including information like tutoring packages, our test prep packages, our college consulting, a lot of what I covered in the 7-day challenge, but to customize it specifically toward your family needs. Because let me tell you something, every single child is different. And so that's why the 7-day challenge, while I built the foundation for you to get a sense of what it is that we do, I wanted you to know that we do offer mentorship to guide you through this process. Now, every parent that I've talked to over and over has said to me, Neha, when I applied to college, it's completely different than what it is today. And so that's why we created the Dream Plan, because we wanted to make sure this plan made it easier for you to make it seamless, to make it a strategy, to make it effortless, and to make it easy. Because there's nothing more frustrating than aiming towards a goal and not knowing if you are actually heading towards the goal properly. And so today we're offering some incredible specials, and it expires in the next 48 hours. So you're going to want to get in now since you've been a participant of the 7-day challenge. Now, if you have any questions about it, please feel free to type below right now. Type your comments below, but the best way to move forward is to click on the link below that I've pinned at the top, the little link, and register right there for your 15-minute consultation after you've reviewed our services. Now, I wanted to go ahead and let you know we have worked with some incredible, incredible students. We've had students that have now, gone on and are working at Google, are working at Facebook, some are in the oil and gas industry. We have entrepreneurs. We have students at Georgetown, Yale, MIT, Stanford, UT, Rice, you name it. And it's incredible to see how much of the stress that we reduced between the parents' marriage, the stress reduced between the siblings even, and the stress of feeling inadequate or not enough as a teenager. Now, this is a very important topic because when you join us with the Dream Plan, you are making sure that your child has a mentor who they can speak to and talk to outside of you. Now, you may not know this. I got to interview someone who's been on Oprah about 4 times, a good friend of mine, Dr. Shefali, who wrote The Conscious Parent and The Awakened Family. Now, she is known as one of the top parenting experts. We teamed up. I'm one of the top college consultants, and we talked through why it is that teenagers specifically, tweens and teens, need to have a mentor. And she had said it so elegantly in our interview together that, there's a stage in the child and parent relationship where no matter what you say as a parent, it is in one ear and out the other. And there's this detachment that occurs for them to show their independence to you. Now, some parents don't know when this happens or they don't know what to do with it. And so they keep trying to use the same model that they've used in the past that worked when their kid was between 0 and 10 years old. The problem is that when you start moving into the 12, 13 to 18 range, there's a difference in the development of your child, and there's a difference in how they listen to you. So the parents that really work well, I'd asked her, I said, do you really feel that it is necessary for people to have specifically, people that are, helping them in the process? What are your thoughts on tutoring and test prep and mentorship? And she goes, it's the perfect time because most parents cannot get their kids to listen around this time. She goes, I completely understand it. I'm one of the world's leading parenting experts, and we see it over and over and over. The dynamic between the mother-daughter relationship, the dynamic between the dad-son relationship, and so on, is very hard. And so we had talked a lot about the importance of the Dream Plan and why it's so crucial to have that outside help right here. And it can be me, it can be an incredible team member that I have highly trained on my team. And like I told you, we only work with 100 families with our Dream Plan. And so once we've filled our 100 spots, that's it. We don't want to add too many. We're much more of an exclusive brand here at College Shortcuts and Elite Private Tutors. So once we get the families we really love and resonate with us, we kind of close down shop and we just work with those families. Because for me, every child we work with is my own kids. So I can only manage a certain amount of kids with my team. And we believe that 100 is the number that we feel most comfortable with. Now, on my last video, I told you we filled about 75 slots already, spots or slots, whatever you want to call it. So really, this is about the time that I ask you and I urge you that if you have been watching these videos and you've been getting information and collecting and going around and shopping around, this is the time to take action. One of the biggest things we see over and over, and I hear it a lot, is parents that'll say, Neha, I've watched your videos for over 12 months, and I should have called you earlier. You've told me every time at the end of every video, and I didn't. Can you help me? Now, last year, we decided to take those types of families on. But when you wait last minute, the prices are almost double or triple the cost because it adds a lot of stress to my team to try to fit you in when we already have capacity. Also, it's really challenging for us to satisfy needs in a very high pressure environment with a short amount of time. And so that's why today with the 7-day challenge, we're offering the Dream Plan at a discount. And that is for the families that are ready to take action. So I hope you enjoyed our 7-day challenge. I surely enjoyed it. I made sure I was here every single day to make sure I delivered you incredible content so that you were really comfortable and you were really enjoying learning about everything you needed, getting all your questions answered. And it was really amazing. We got a lot of technical questions that, when you're in this world and you're in this industry, you don't even realize how little sometimes parents can know because we eat, breathe, sleep, shower, dream about the college admissions process here at College Shortcuts. And even simple questions like, what are your thoughts on early decision versus early action? These little things. Or we got little questions about like extracurricular activities versus GPA. These are the types of things that we cover in our Dream Plan because, like I said, your kid is not the same as another kid. For example, Gladys always watches my videos. Joni watches my videos. We had Sherry. We had a ton of people on in this 7-day challenge. And every single one of you mothers has a different type of kid. And so that's why we built the Dream Plan. We updated it, we revised it, and this is the time to sign up because once we fill all our slots, we're just not opening it to anybody else. And in that plan, we will build a customized strategy and hold your child accountable, make them motivated, driven, excited to do these steps. And every parent I've talked to has said, Neha, without you, my kid could have never gotten these results. I've heard parents say things like, Neha, you made this process so much more fun, and it was so nice to be able to hand over the baton to you so that we could work as a team. A lot of parents, they're busy. They're working. They have, sometimes both parents are working, and they're really busy. They don't have the time to sit back and try to strategize when they're trying to get the day-to-day. So having an outside consultant can completely change the trajectory of how your kids' academics go. And that's why in my planning ahead video I showed you, I said, this is what typical parents do. And it's not their fault, by the way. First of all, when you went to college, it was like GPA test scores, that's it. So that's all the knowledge you have. That's all you know what it takes. This is, you don't have 100 teenagers. You didn't birth 100 teenagers to know, or thousands of teenagers. We worked with 14,000 teenagers over the last 12 years. We know what it takes to get into a top college. I know as a couple or two parents, you guys don't have that knowledge. And so you're working at like a 2% of knowing what to do, and you're trying to get all this information. And there's one thing to be said about collecting a lot of information and executing and getting a mentor. I'll tell you my own personal story. So, for example, there's something I really hate doing, and it's actually really simple. It's working out. And I'll be very frank about it. It takes me incredible willpower in my brain to want to work out. I mean, it's unbelievable how hard it was. And I was thinking to myself, this is exactly what the SAT was for me. I trained for that test for 12 months. Day in and day out, I was studying for that test. It had a lot to do with the fact that my parents didn't get me a coach. And so here I was studying hard and studying so hard outside of everything, but not efficiently or smart. And it wasn't until they had gotten me a tutor that I was literally, my results were like here, and it went to like here having a coach, like that. Part of me was like, man, I could have done this in so much more of a shorter time if I had the right coach on my side. Same goes with the workout. Working out's painful. It is not a fun experience. But then there's a moment where when you've hired a coach to get you in there day in and day out, there is a point where your entire mindset shifts. And we see it with students every single day. See, with parents, they sound like a megaphone. It's like, do your homework, eat your dinner, clean your room, put your clothes away. Why aren't you doing this? You need to go to church. What are you doing? You need to go hang out with my family friends. You need to stop watching TV. So, and I'm telling you this because my mom did the same thing, all right? And so at some point, you try to sit down with that same energy and you're like, where are you with your college essays? What are you doing for the SAT? Where are you with your, what? And then they don't hear anything anymore. Sometimes it helps to get outside help. My mom says it to me all the time. I told you to do that, and then you heard it from someone else, and you listened. It's just true. It's just how it is. Sometimes we don't listen to our parents. And it's the truth. It's just how it is. And if you understand that psychology about teenagers, and you understand why the dream plan can totally make your life easier, to get you that shortcut, to make your life easier in your family, then you'd sign up below. That's just the truth of it. So I'll tell you, my mindset has completely shifted. I enjoy working out. I work out harder than I've ever done before. My body's completely shifted, and I'm ready to rock and roll. This is actually what it feels like when you have a coach or mentor by your side. So I'm going to do a quick commercial break here to show you what I mean when I say that. All right, so as you can see, and I love that video. It took me weeks to create that video with my team. There's a reason why I like this video. Let me tell you why. Hey, Joni, nice to see you on. Oh my gosh, if you are here listening, please hit the like button or type a comment below. Let me know any questions you have about the dream plan. The dream plan. Let me put this in the center. It's a little easier when it's in the center. The dream plan. All right, so why I like this video. The reason why I like that little commercial we built, and it took a lot of work to make that video, the reason I like it so much is because it talks about all of the emotions you go through when you're trying to do something. Because guess what? The struggle is real. No matter what type of goal you set, it's really hard. But when you have a coach, and I love that, the little mentor there, where they show like the kid that gets into the Olympics and they show the little version, like that's what it feels like for us. All right, so Joni's telling me no voice. All right, let's see if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me type something in. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes? No? You should be able to hear me, guys. If you can hear me, type yes into the chat box. Yes? No. I don't know if you can hear me or not. All right. Let's just try one more thing.
I enjoyed the talk Nia gave today because it really touched me. I look forward to writing essays and sending it to Nia.
Okay. Curious, can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me, guys, if it's like sound is working or not. Okay, and one thing I wanted to show you guys is specifically what I mean when I say when you click the link below. So the page you're going to see is, let me show you. So this is the page you will see here. You just put in your information here. So you put in your information here, And then what will happen is you'll get sent over to specifically the dream plan information, the menu of services. And then once you've reviewed all that, make sure you go to click the link to book your free 15-minute consultation. Now that expires in the next 48 hours. So I hope you guys are having an incredible day. I wanted to do this quick video for you to end our 7-day challenge. It was absolutely amazing to work with each and every one of you, to hear all your questions, to see where you were at. And if you have any questions or concern, please make sure to click below in the link to move forward so that we can help your kid get into the college of their dreams. This is Neha Gupta, founder of College Shortcuts, the shortcut to getting your kid into their dream college. Bye.